2. Yeah. Obviously, not all going the way of him for kills, but that's better.
He's back top.
Here comes your arrow forward.
Okay. Ninja got out in time.
Yeah. Like how Zai was also holding that last hit back. The timing was going to be right for him.
With a 5-second arrow, you can probably bash first hit for the extra damage, hit 2 more times, crush, and then hit 2 more times and get another bash. It should be possible for him to get 4 attacks off, unless he gets Maiden Nova'd. Lots of damage.
Crush.
Maiden is out to the side pulling.
He's open woundsing to run away from Zai, and yeah, without the Crystal Maiden.
He doesn't have rage.
No, and there's a short range arrow, Zai.
1 more hit, he's dead.
Yep. Need that bash. Yapzor's jumping forward. The Nova tries to buy a little bit of space. No sprint. Leap, leap, and go. 1 more attack. 48 HP. He's regenning through it.
Oh, hello.
No, Yapzor's found towers as well as creep wave.
Even if Lifestealer doesn't die, this is such a big loss for him. They don't have a healing salve in the lane, so he can't see us.
Nisha's about to solo Moon. No, he doesn't have waveform. He actually went at 0-2-2. So no waveform to close the distance and get up the hill. While Raging Potato on bottom lane, Poppy was going against it. Big One gets a good Tidebringer splash out through KP and Raging Potato. And once again, Zai right on top of Nico. As he said, he's gonna lose out, and they just keep him so low he can't move forward. Like Yapzor doesn't care about his own life. I think you might want to start caring about where that observer ward is, because it's at least letting them know where the arrows come from.
You see the desperation. Nico is starting to open wounds melee creeps because he really needs to heal. He has made Nora, so better conditions than usual for this kind of play, at least. But it's still not really what you're aiming to do as Lifestealer. Bottom lane X mark.
Yeah, Puppy's waiting with the level 2 brain sap, so they just send him up and Puppy will get the kill. Do you like this build as well for the Morphling? Like, just going for mass Wraith Bands into treads?
Yeah.
Like,
I think Nisha
you don't
actually...
need regeneration against Moon?
I think Nisha pioneered this build. No, so here's the thing that's kind of stupid about Morphling, right? Look at him right now.
Yeah.
He's going to morph everything into agility, and now he's morphing back into strength. He just healed himself 300 for nothing. As long as you don't die in a burst, Morphling has infinite regen by just going all agility and then back to strength. So if Moon pokes him a bit now, all this damage doesn't matter. He's doing 0 damage, because Nisha will just morph into strength, and then he will outrange. You'll see it again in a second in mid, if you go back and watch it now. See, now he's gonna make sure he doesn't get slighted now. Back into full agility. Come on then. Oh, he's using the shop or what? Maybe he doesn't think he has time. Oh, now he's doing it. See? All into agility. And back. So percentage-wise, he went from having 20% health to 15, pretty much, or 40. Right?
I suppose he can just keep rinsing and repeating this too.
If Morphling couldn't do this, it would be a way less favored hero. But it makes such a big difference for its laning. You see, that's why it's winning this lane. If that wasn't a part of it, Ember would win on Harass. But you can't do it. Interesting exchange between Puppy and...
Little Nightmare, and there's support coming in as Mirana. Arrow flies from Yapzor. It's only going to be a shorter stun. Not the full 5 seconds, but it will still be long enough to kill off Ogre. He can only stun up 1 hero, which means Yapzor will finish the job, Puppy. Hey, if you attack, you get me more fantasy points. But he'll leap forward, and Yapzor will take it instead.
That was close. Ah, he had another leap. Okay.
That means the Yapzor does at least move off the top lane. That's more threat to KP on the bottom. And this hasn't been a fun game for KP. At least still managed to find 19 CS, so that's not terrible.
Yapzor feels good about leaving top because Zai's game is already this good. He's getting level 6 minute 7 here. And that is an annoying matchup for the Lifestealer. When the haze starts coming into play, he was kind of going to need help non-stop or he will get killed off as we get another kill bottom.
Dead, but I'm just watching Moon and Nisha just going hammer and tongs. Nisha, you remember he doesn't have the waveform, but his Adaptive Strike was just coming off cooldown. If that connected on Moon, maybe he had enough damage to find the kill.
Man, isn't it just super unfair? They're just trading really closely and Nisha's just like, I didn't take damage, did you?
I'm back to 1/3.
Ah, what a concept.
Mid one's looking for the X mark on the KP. Going in a little deeper. Now Raging Potato. He'll present himself. X mark will go on to Raging Potato, but nice stun. He's going to mess up the timing of the X mark back, and the arrow from Yapzor was not there either. Puppy has to sleep up Moon. The Nightmare will be transferred over to Raging Potato. And Moon just kind of stops and spirits back towards mid. He realizes this ain't happening. Nisha, what do you... He doesn't even have waveform and he's in this deep. Like, I know he's strong, but this also seems a little crazy. Mid 1 and Puppey finding the Ogre, working with Yapsaw. And they can leave an aggressive Observer Ward behind if they want to. They already have up behind the tower. Oh, it's like Nisha just doesn't have any fear in the world. Just going again. Ninja Boogie's gonna come in. He can actually provide the route.
It's pointless.
Yep. It's just pointless.
Oh, it really
Zai,
is, though.
top lane. Hey, here you go, Nico. Looking to get on top of him. He may be able to do so. Stick charges, phase boots, and sprint, and I take it all back. 44 HP, and he'll walk it off.
So the reason I'm saying it's pointless is that not only is Nisha not really taking damage, but you showed your maiden. You gave information away to the enemy team, and you gained nothing. The way you approach this, if there's a Morphling mid that is just infinite regenning like this, is either you bring heroes that can burst him, or you just have to accept that this is how he's going to play. And you play on the rest of the map. You combine your heroes and find kills elsewhere. The more time they spend on Nisha, the worse if they don't kill him. It's similar to Timbersaw, right? It's the same logic. Like Timbersaw, if you're not killing him, he's just sitting there non-stop regenning, living forever. And there you go. Half HP again.
Yep. Let's wait until he finishes up that Lincoln Sphere, which is his primary item he gets after just the first utilities.
It's also why Morbid Mask is so good on Morphling, right? Because just even a casual Morbid, you morph everything into agility, and the percentage-based health that you heal per attack is super high, and then you can just morph a little bit into strength when you need it to have that way more tankiness. He's going to go for Lincolns, though, with the Ring of Hell first, and pressure is mounting on mid. They got to do something about it.
Boogie would like to. Like, he just hits level 5 now. It's only a second point up in Nova. You can root up Nisha. He just strength morphs a little bit. Mid 1 will make his way over 2, and Ninja Boogie, well, the Torrent, Ninja Boogie, he'll at least be able to survive a little longer, but he was backing himself into a corner. Top lane, Zai being dove underneath the tier 1 tower. Support can't come to him in time. The Crush gets onto Moon. He has a Sleight of Fist, but the tower's still going to keep attacking him. And with that Corrosive Haze, Moon just has to wand and bottle up to stay alive.
They lost a full mid tower for that.
And Puppey just arrow. Ogre Magi, full 5 seconds stun in from Yapsaw. The easy setup. Nico's moving over to try and help out. Leaps away before the stun's able to connect over on Yapsaw. Goes onto Puppey instead. Anisha would love a fight. Waveforms forward. Turns into the Ogre. Can't get in range for the stun. But he'll bloodlust himself up. That'll work.
That's nice. Great start for Secret overall. They got the lanes they wanted. They played the lanes really well. So they've accumulated a 3k gold lead, minute 10. They took the mid-tier 1 tower, which is super huge. You see, just what a nice graph to look at, the gold graph, right? It's
that
just
one.
Steady increase of advantage. Not slipping up. The biggest slip up was Zai's death top, but it was really valuable death because they got a mid tower.
It feels like Puppey is more than just bait right now. He knows he can't instantly die, but they can Nightmare over on Nico. Is stolen over to the Crystal Maiden. Mirana's nowhere near there to land an arrow, but Zai can get the crush. Moon will die in the meantime to mid 1, but he's your bigger fighter. Comes straight in, so Moon worked with Yapsaw. That's where the arrow was. Zai's not giving up yet. They're still using Moonlight Shadow. They're coming in deep. They see where Ragey Potato is moving into the tree lines. This instant bash from Zai. Send him up, bring him back down again. Nisha will take the tower on top lane in the meantime, while Puppey takes the life of Ragey Potato.
He's doing it.
It's a level 10 Kun come in at 11, and he was the safe laner. Secret's cores are super high level.
Yeah.
Everything is going according to plan here. This looks like, if they continue at this pace and Mineski don't find some good plays, this is going to be an absolute beatdown. You gotta... Yeah. Haha. Yeah, this is what you need to do. Group up around the Beastmaster with something. It's the lifesteal in this case, but use the Beastmaster aura to start pushing towers. Get the bottom tower, maybe cross into mid and try to get the mid tower. Oh, X mark.
Mid 1's going again.
You might try to arrow. Oh,
Bane's on the way in, but yeah, it's on cooldown. Puppey will arrive. Ninja Boogie shows himself in the trees by throwing the Nova. Mid 1 gets the torrent. This time he predicts perfectly on Ninja Boogie. And that's another kill. That's actually Puppey's 4th kill of the 11 in this game. While up on top, Nisha hitting into Raging Potato. He's letting Yapsaw and Zai finish the job. He's even just focusing on the tower because he doesn't care. It's like Raging Potato's going to die to Yapsaw anyway. That's now his 3rd kill of the game. And Mineski, at least in something in return, they managed to claim the bottom tier 1. Nico and KP working together, Puppy on the back of a haste rune. Now DP support arriving, not 1 but 2. Mid 1, here's the X mark spot, and it's over on KP. It's the one that can't rage. So KP, nothing he can do to keep himself alive. And mid 1 even uses the boar to hit the Tidebringer off.
I actually think Puppy could have maybe chased further with his haste and caught the lifestealer. They could have got both kills there. But I think they were lacking information about where the rest of the Mineski team was, so he didn't fancy going that deep for the kill. But they get 1 core. They're totally free farming on the Morphling in the meantime.
You've almost got Atos finished on Yapsor. Like we're 13 minutes into the game.
Great item against Ember.
Just that root ever since the change to Ember.
Mineski have got to be feeling cornered. They've lost 4 towers actually. And everywhere they go, they're scared of the Moonlight Shadow ganks, they're scared of getting gripped, they're scared of getting like all of Secret's heroes have catch, except the Morphling. So if you don't have vision, the whole map is a minefield.
That's why this Observer Ward they have planted down is really, like, it's value for them. They're going to smoke up the fresh Observer Ward planted down from the other side of the tree, so it won't be detected by Mineski.
Oh, look what Beastmaster's buying, Toby.
Oh, the Beastmaster is buying a Necro book? What? Okay.
You wanted this item.
Well, I didn't say I wanted it. Like, we were talking about how it was never bought. So I'm not saying I want it in this game. Because I feel like right now it's just going to be money for Team Secret. They're going for Roshan. And Mineski smoke, they've wrapped around so far. Yapsor will reveal himself in mid, so they may just try and jump this. But Yapsor's got jumps of his own, and Roshan's already dead. Killed by Radiant. Nisha has the Aegis of the Immortal. And Moon will spirit himself away from Puppy. But right now it doesn't seem like Team Secret care anyway. They just push up mid, they take another tower, they can potentially take the tier 3.
Yeah, Mineski didn't accomplish anything, so they don't have to worry. They didn't threaten a tower, they didn't find any heroes. They've just taken over the area. Secret know exactly where they are. It's pretty apparent from...